Hidden secrets exposed. 10 secrets you must know to master your true self. Number 1. The law behind all manifestation. Thought is not imagination. It is substance. In every mystery school, thought was described as the first movement of creation. The Egyptians said that the god Ptah spoke the world from his heart. Hermetic adepts said the mind is the architect of form. Mystics across the world taught that the invisible precedes the visible. Your thoughts shape the unseen field around you. Your emotions charge those thoughts with life. Your beliefs solidify them until they harden into circumstances. This is why ancient initiates spent years refining the mind before doing anything else. A chaotic mind produced a chaotic world. A focused mind produced order. The secret is not in wanting something. The secret is becoming the kind of mind that reality answers. Number 2. The manuscripts that guarded the hidden knowledge. For thousands of years, emperors, pharaohs, and priesthoods hid a single idea inside coded texts. Manly P. Hall unearthed fragments from every civilization. Each pointed to the same revelation: human consciousness is a creative force. When directed, it alters the quality of events long before they occur. Mystery schools wrote this truth in symbols, not because they wished to obscure it, but because symbols bypass the intellect and speak directly to the deeper mind. The Ouroboros reveals that creation and destruction are the same movement. The lotus shows the rise from thought to embodiment. The Eye of Horus marks the awakening of perception that sees the mechanics of creation at work. These manuscripts were not philosophy. They were instruction manuals for shaping reality. Number 3. How desire becomes reality. Desire alone has no power. Desire is the spark, not the flame. What moves reality is the emotional field wrapped around the desire. Ancient teachers explained it this way: the heart pulls life toward you. The mind shapes what arrives. If you desire abundance but emotionally feel lack, the emotional field wins. If you desire love but feel unworthy, the unworthiness manifests instead. To ancient initiates, the heart was a magnet. It drew in experiences that matched its pulse. This is why rituals existed, to shift the heart into the state of already receiving. When inner certainty rises, outer circumstances bend. This is not metaphor, it is the physics of consciousness. Number 4. Why mystery schools guarded this power. Knowledge without discipline destroys the one who holds it. Imagine telling an undisciplined mind that it shapes reality. Blame would replace responsibility. Fear would amplify chaos. Every negative emotion would become a weapon against the self. Ancient teachers gave the truth only to those who could remain still inside themselves, because stillness is the foundation of creative control. They trained initiates to observe their thoughts, break their emotional habits, and create inner silence. Only then could the initiate learn the truth. Reality follows the direction of the inner world. And the inner world follows whoever can hold a consistent, unwavering state. This was the real reason the mysteries remained hidden. Number 5. The magnetic field of human consciousness. Modern instruments record that the heart generates an electromagnetic field several feet around the body. Ancient mystics measured the same thing in their own language. They said the aura expands and contracts according to emotional coherence. When you think, you send out a signal. When you feel, you strengthen that signal. When your belief supports it, the field solidifies and begins drawing conditions into alignment. Alchemists understood this long before science. They wrote about the radiance of the soul stirring the subtle ethers. That radiance is your emotional field. Those ethers are the unseen layers of reality that respond to it. Your field is already shaping your life. Mastery begins when you learn to shape it deliberately. Number 6. The symbols that control inner reality. Symbols are not just images. They are operating systems. The flower of life describes the expansion of consciousness from a single point into infinite forms. The Vesikopisces reveals how two states create a third through union. The tree of life maps the flow of thought into manifestation. When you visualize, you activate these symbolic structures inside the mind. Visualization is not pretending. It is constructing a pattern in the subtle world so the physical world can follow it. Mystics used symbols to hold the mind steady until the symbol imprinted itself onto the emotional field. Once the imprint was complete, the symbol became a magnet that pulled its physical equivalent into your life. This is the true function of sacred imagery, the act of creation. Number 7. Gratitude as a frequency of creation. Gratitude alters consciousness instantly. It shifts the body, the breath, the mind, and the emotional field into a state of sufficiency. Mystics taught that the universe mirrors the state of the observer. If the observer feels lack, life responds with lack. If the observer feels abundance, life expands around them. Gratitude is the emotional signature of abundance already received. It tells reality, this state exists within me. Match it. Kings, sages, alchemists, monks, and philosophers used gratitude as the first step of any practice because it resets the entire system. Gratitude is not about manners. It is the initiatory vibration that opens the doors of creation. Number 8. Alchemy and the creation of the inner gold. Alchemy was never about metals. The lead they sought to transform was the unconscious self. The gold they sought was the awakened mind. Every alchemical stage refers to a psychological shift. Negredo, confronting the shadow. Albedo, cleansing limiting beliefs. Citronidas, awakening creative power. Rubedo, becoming the conscious creator of one's reality. The philosopher's stone symbolized the mind that could hold intention with perfect clarity. A mind like this could split illusions, dissolve fear, and imprint reality with precision. Alchemists were not chemists. They were engineers of consciousness. Number 9. The power of the shadow mind. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you believe about yourself. If you fear abandonment, the fear becomes a beacon. If you carry unhealed anger, anger shapes your interactions. If you hide from shame, shame defines what you allow yourself to receive. Mystery schools taught initiates to meet their shadows directly. Not to fight them, but to reclaim the energy trapped inside them. Every shadow you integrate becomes power returned to you. Every fear faced becomes a door unlocked. You cannot create from fear, you can only react. Creation begins once the shadow is no longer driving the story. Number 10. The master secret behind every teaching. You are not a passive being living inside a fixed world. You are a point of consciousness interacting with a responsive field that mirrors your inner state. The universe is not separate from you. It expresses itself through you. It adjusts to the quality of your thoughts, the tone of your emotions, and the stability of your beliefs. This is why sages said that enlightenment is remembering what you are, a creator, not of planets or galaxies, but of the personal universe you move through every day. The final secret is this: change the inner world and the outer must follow. Not by magic, by law. You are the source, the center, the origin point, the one truth every mystery school hid in plain sight. Thank you for watching. If these ideas resonated with you, subscribe for more content that dives deep into the hidden mechanics of reality. See you next time.